Every Overwatch hero's backstory explained in 10 minutes or less. Since explaining every hero's backstory in a short time would be near impossible, is this the first part where I'll cover every tank hero. So we ain't got much time, so take your notes, this will be on a test tomorrow. D.Va, our beloved e-girl with the bodysuit that every gamer girl in the late 2010s had in their starter pack. Looking at you, well, Delphine. D.Va, or better known as Hannah Song, is 21 years old and works while crushing people in StarCraft for the Korean military as a mech pilot. Not this Korea. That's better. Before getting recruited by the Korean military, she became a Mecha Guardian 5 player in high school, even winning the world championship. While she recorded first raps on TikTok, Korea was threatened by some big ass omnics. So the military thought, yeah, let's put some barely adult pro gamers into some mechs and send them to fight off the heavily armed omnics. Doomfist, or by his real name Akante Ogundumi, was born into a wealthy Nigerian family that owned a prosthetic technology company. Before becoming a literal terrorist leader, he was a martial arts prodigy but lost his right arm in the Omnic crisis, so he used his family's tech to give himself cybernetic enhancements and join Talon. Bro was born into wealth and still decided to join a terrorist organization. He then killed his mentor and claimed his title as Doomfist and the Gauntlet. Hazard, or Scottish lad who's built like a poor BL main character, is called Findlay Docherty and is from Glasgow. If you wanted to know why he has badass arms and legs, well, while working for the military he was caught in a crossfire between Overwatch and Talon, which caused him to lose 3 fucking limbs. He was rescued by some guys called Freaks, who are probably as freaky as I am, and rebuilt him with cybernetic augmentations. While trying to overthrow the system, the Freaks wanted to steal some rare ass isotope in Oasis. The thing was unstable as hell, like me during exam periods, and he just injected the whole thing! While being our favorite muscle mommy, she had a very rough start in life. She was born in Australia in the freaking outbacks. Odessa Storm was one of 6 children, and while she was a little kid, her family was exiled by the king of Junkertown and they had to become part of the Wastelanders. So over the next 13 years she learned how to fight and survive in such a harsh environment and decided to return to Junkertown to take part in the Reckoning, to overthrow the king and get revenge for what the king had done to her family. So she came back, wrecked everyone and banished the king that once banished her family. What a story. Our beloved leg day skipper was part of a rebel group called Deep Sea Raiders under his father's lead. They fought against people they thought disrespected the beauty of their seas and islands, and in one fight Mauga was so critically wounded that he needed help from freaking Dr. House. So they did an emergency surgery on him and gave him a second cybernetic heart. With this new add-on he got even stronger and became a literal war machine. That's important for the test, by the way. After the Deep Sea Riders died down, he challenged Doomfist, because why not? I mean, who wouldn't challenge a martial arts prodigy with an infinity gauntlet to a 1-on-1 with no rules? They had a draw and Doomfist offered him a spot at Talon. Orisa was built by an 11-year-old genius called Ili Oladele in the city of Numbani. The original robot model, the OR-15, was damaged in an attack by Doomfist, and if he sort of rescued and repurposed the model, upgrading it, giving it sass, and to whoop Doomfist's booty cheeks. Which actually worked. I mean, look at all those Orisa bans when your opponent wants to play Doomfist. Oh, and since I keep telling you to take notes, yeah, I actually made a real worksheet. It's in the description, fill it out and send it to me on my Discord so I can grade it and disappoint you. If you think that you're a top tier hater, you're not, because no one hates humanity as much as Ramattra does. But at least you can dance, well, you still can't. So basically Ramattra was designed and created during the first Omnic crisis to become a commander and to guide other Omnics into battle. After the first Omnic crisis ended, he witnessed oppression, discrimination and abuse of Omnics by humans, which made him hate humanity so much that he became the leader of a terrorist organization called Null Sector. If Talon is evil, Null Sector is like the evil version of Talon. Reinhardt was born into a working class family in Stuttgart, Germany. This man is 7'4". He could have joined the NBA or been the deadliest center back in football history. Even Ronaldo would be scared to go past him. But nope, he wanted to be a medieval knight. And that made him join the Bundeswehr after graduating. After serving 2 years, he transferred to the Crusaders under his mentor Balderich von Adler, the bald guy from the cinematic. He became a lieutenant and when the Omnic crisis began was a major part of Germany's defense against Omnics. He took part in the Battle of Eichenwalde, yes the map, and unfortunately Balderich, who was initially invited to join Overwatch, fell, which made Reinhardt his successor. And that made him the 4th member after Gabriel Reyes, Soldier 67, okay I'm sorry, and Anna. The guy guy with the vape disguised as an asthma spray, or better known as Marco Rutledge, lived in the outbacks of Australia. While living alongside the spiders from Minecraft wasn't hard enough, his government literally gave away the area he lived into Omnics, hoping to achieve peace, which backfired. Roadhog and other residents were so mad that they sabotaged the fusion core of the Omnium, which led to an explosion and transformed the area into a wasteland. And the thing is that inhaling radioactive fumes isn't a good idea, so he decided to wear a pig gas mask. He could have looked like Hank from Resident Evil, maybe a bit fatter, but still. Anyway, he teamed up with a twin called Junkrat and became a lawless thief with a freaking hook. And he married fucking Mercy. How? The universe! Okay, Sigma's story is one of the saddest in my opinion. Siblin the Creeper was a brilliant astrophysicist. If you ask yourself why flying cars exist in Overwatch, he invented them. He devoted his life into the research in a harness of gravity, which led him to experiment not with apples that are falling from trees, no, he experimented with black holes. After an experiment went wrong and he was exposed to its power, he got crazy. Like, really crazy. He didn't see the meaning of shoes anymore. Anyway, he was sent to a facility. That facility was infiltrated by Talon. He got kidnapped and brainwashed into using his abilities for destruction. And now he's kind of a bad guy, but he doesn't really know that he's a bad guy, but... You know, he's just old, man. He just needs his retirement or something. Winston is a super intelligent, genetically engineered gorilla, and he loves to wiggle his toes. Winston is a gorilla that was genetically enhanced on the Horizon Lunar Colony alongside other animals. He was so smart that he was immediately taken under the wing of Dr. Harold Winston, who taught him science and this. He became good friends with the hamster we all love, Hammond. So cute. But soon the other gorillas started an uprising. I mean, what else would you expect with that many gorillas on a spaceship? They unfortunately killed the mission scientist, which made Winston decide to leave the station for good and go to Earth. And after landing at Watchpoint Gibraltar, he joined Overwatch. Wrecking Ball, the fattest hamster you've ever seen and the one who harasses my backline until he gets a restraining order. Wrecking Ball, or his real name Hammond, is a genetically modified hamster. He was raised on the Horizon Lunar Colony and was designed to be a super smart hamster. Like, why not? Not that hamsters usually die in the weirdest ways anyway. After the uprising, he escaped the station and crashed out of all places into the Australian outback. He then built a mech around the pod he used to escape to enter a mech battle in the arena of the scrapyard, in which he even won and became the champion. He even became Junker Queen's bodyguard. Alexandra Zaryanova, or better known as the strongest woman alive and the nightmare of every D.Va main, I hate her guts, she's such a bastard, was born in Novanskoye, which is a remote Siberian village, and they're known to fight bears as a form of entertainment. During the first Omnic crisis, her region was destroyed, and unfortunately her father died. Growing up surrounded by the post-war destruction made her swear to get stronger to help others, and damn, she even fulfilled that promise. As she focused on weightlifting and bodybuilding, she was discovered by the National Athletics Program and competed around the world, winning gold all the time. But during one tournament, her village was attacked by Omnics again, so she withdrew from the tournament and rushed to help her village against the Omnics. She joined the military and was deployed to the place where her father was killed, but she avenged her father and was successful. She got a particle cannon and now got muscles that are bigger than most mechs. Alright, so this was the first part of explaining each Overwatch hero's lore. This is also my first long form video on my channel, so if you liked it and want to see more, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.